Today we have Sarah here. Thanks for coming here.
Thanks for having me.
I was going through your Instagram and I know that as a modern mom, luxury jet setter, and influencer, and how do you juggle with all these roles? And what is your time management trick?
Well, I would say my key trick for time management is trying to plan for the best. So I try to organize this to the best of my ability. Not gonna lie, every day is different. There's always surprises and unexpected crises, but I'm actually pretty good at I feel like that's my full-time job. In the middle of my day, I only have one car and driver and 2 kids in different places, and I have to be. It gets chaotic, but somehow we just get through the day, and I feel so like I've accomplished something at the end of the night.
Super mom.
Yeah. So I think plan for the best. What I do tell my kids is you got to plan for the best, but expect the worst. So that way you know what to do when a worst case scenario hits the day, and then you can kind of maneuver from there.
And what to expect too. So have you ever felt overwhelmed by all these things that happen all at once?
Not gonna lie, yes. Overwhelmed.
How do you cope with it?
Some days, when I travel, I think getting on the plane, it sounds horrible, but I'm in my little cubicle. The kids are in their own cubicle. You just press a little button. They'll bring you a glass of champagne. I turn on, and I catch up on all my emails, and I think that's how I recuperate. But when I don't have travels a lot, right now I have a period where I'm here in Hong Kong. I have a day that I take off, whether it's a spa day or I just designate a day where I don't plan anything, where I try not to plan a lot, and then just take some time off. Yeah.
So that will be your go-to self-love routine, may I say?
I would say, so I try to do self-love, self-care at least once a day, whether it's meditation or it's a longer shower, like a hair treatment, or a face pack, and watching my new, favorite Netflix. Something for me that doesn't have anything to do with the kids. I recently started learning Japanese again, so I feel like that 2 hours every week, once a week on Wednesdays, it's time for my brain to switch off as a mom or an influencer and just focus on actually learning something different.
Yeah, so you must get that a lot, because some people would think that a stay-at-home mom or influencer, it's such an easy job. We just take photos and videos and look pretty. Yeah. But both you and I know that we're gonna take a lot of effort to make the perfect content, right?
Yeah.
So what kind of difficulties or obstacles that you've gone through during that time?
I feel so the one thing about my account is that I do try to stay authentic as possible. So a lot of my friends and followers see my kids grow up on camera, and I don't curate as much. So I should, I've gotten a lot of advice saying you should streamline your page or content. But for me, I only started it to keep all my friends and family across the world updated to our lives, right? Because we live so far away. We have family everywhere, Switzerland, Australia, Canada, Korea, everywhere. So that's how I started, and when it started organically that way, I didn't want to then have to curate. But of course, there are times where PR agencies call you and you have to kind of curate the food or the lifestyle or the product. When I do that, it is time consuming. The editing is the hardest part.
I find so time consuming. Yeah.
But I'm all the new apps that are available now, that CapCut, and there's just so many that you can work with. Yeah. So it helps a lot. Yeah. But seriously, I'm looking for, so anyone out there, I'm looking for a team that can help me do the editing and actually curating it.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
So when do you feel most confident? When you're talking about being a mom, being an influencer, and luxury jet setter. So among all these roles, when do you feel most confident, or maybe sexy, or?
I would say when I'm surrounded by people that truly, genuinely love and support me for who I am. They're there for good vibes. There's no drama. Really can't handle. There's so much. Yeah, there's so much happening in our lives.
I love that.
I don't need extra added drama.
No toxic people.
Yeah.
Please.
So that's when I feel the most happiest and confident and sexy, and as well as seeing results. I know life is. I always tell my kids again, like life is a journey. It's not the destination, but it's so nice to get results. Like whether it's something, it could be like a small thing, right?
A small win, right?
Yeah, small. Like I feel tighter because I actually made it to yoga 3 times a week, you know, or something.
Yeah, exactly.
I ate cleaner,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
you know, and so
Kudos to yourself,
yeah,
right?
yeah. So those are the times that I just feel a little bit more elated.
Lovely. Thank you, Sarah, so much.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you. Mwah.
Hi, I'm Sarah Kim. Discover your Cashmere voice.